Howdy friends, Kyle here, standing in front of the all-new Regal 3300, a boat I absolutely love. I've spent quite a few hours with my friends and family on this boat, so I'm going to give you a personalized tip-to-tail walkthrough on this boat, highlighting my favorite feature. So let's start with the overall look. I'll get out of the way. A very classic, sporty, deep V look to it. Gorgeous. Lots of stainless steel hardware on the boat. They did a nice job blending style, sport, luxury, and a classic look that is going to be relevant for years and years to come. I particularly love these hull side windows. When this boat is in the water, it has a really nice masculine stance to it. I just love it here. Big Regal emblem on the outside, and then a beautiful belt line that dives down onto the swim platform here. Now, let's talk a little bit about the swim platform, the aft portion of this boat, because Regal spent a lot of time knowing that their customers were going to be at an island or at a sandbar and want to entertain their friends and family. So this beam-to-beam, low-to-water swim platform is perfect for that. It's easy to swim up to, get on and off of this boat here. It's very social, very inviting, and as you'll see when we get inside the boat, the square footage is incredible. It's a huge space. We opted for the power swim platform, so this goes down with a touch of a button into the water where you can recline and just take in all of God's great beauty and creation behind you here. But I love this feature here. There's a button inside the boat that lowers it and brings it back up. Also love these cleats. Now this is more practical than anything, but when you're tying this boat up at the harbor, having these extra cleats on the swim platform gives you another option. So getting on and off of this boat, you're not tripping on line. So let's jump in, more to come from the inside. All right, let's spend some time here on the aft portion of the boat here. Again, like I said earlier, the square footage on the swim platform is so valuable. You're gonna spend a ton of time back here, and having this space to move around, have people lounging off the back of the boat is just priceless. And again, this comes from experience. I've spent time with multiple families on this boat, and I gotta tell you, the way that they laid this boat out is just perfect. There's plenty of room in the cockpit, but this area back here, the kids love it. Adults are jumping off the boat from all different angles. It's really, really fun. Now, let me show you some of the versatility that they offer back here, starting with this multiple position sun lounger. This is great. You've got several different decants allowing you to really change the look of the swim platform and the sun lounger here, giving you all these different seating positions. This is something you're gonna, again, spend a lot of time using. I love how versatile and how easy this is to use. Now, one other thing, the 3300 comes with an optional hardtop, which we added, and a sunroof, which is right under here. We'll look at that here in just a minute, but one of my favorite features that you can get with the hardtop is the Sure Shade option. At the touch of a button, the shade comes out and it covers this area, giving you just a little relief from the sun, adding to the overall character and luxury of this boat. Now let's move inside. One practical thing I want to point out is getting into the cockpit is really easy. It's one step up and then one step down here into a single level cockpit sole. This is great for safety and comfort. So getting in and out of this boat is safe. Again, with little ones darting in and out, you have less tripping hazards and a more natural flow to traffic patterns. Okay, the 3300, like I said, is all about entertaining and comfort, and so they give you a great convenience center here. This one we have opted, of course, the sink comes standard here, but we've opted with a television at the touch of a button. This television will come up and allow you to sit back and watch maybe a Tigers game if you're into Tigers, or perhaps your favorite golfer on the weekends. Also, you've got an electric grill here. This is great for cooking burgers or hot dogs while you're out, and then a nice convenient garbage can back here for your waste. Again, talking convenience, really Regal did it all here. You also have a standard cockpit refrigerator and then more storage here. All right, let's turn our focus to the furniture here. It is so remarkably comfortable here, and I just want to point out here, this wraparound style furniture reminds me of a campfire. It's incredibly social here, really focusing all the attention around the convenience center here, making traffic patterns smooth. This whole thing just is so inviting. You almost have to get inside to really appreciate with your friends and family just how social, inviting, and how practical this is to move around. Now, one of my favorite features when you get the hard top is the optional sunroof here, and this is easy. Watch this, folks. You can pull down on this lever and then start to slide it back, and voila, this whole thing is opened up. You can see the sky. There's extra breeze that flows through here. It's an absolutely cool feature. And then when you take off, you pull anchor, you can close this up, close the windshield, and then there's a bow filler door there and really reduce the airflow through the cockpit. I love it. I want to take some time, document both the co-captain's area and the captain's space. So let's start over here. Beautiful. Attention to detail. Ergonomically, it's perfect. Starting with this double wide seat, and any of you who've ever boated with your kids or your grandkids, you know how important this space is, because inevitably they're going to want to snuggle up next to the driver or the co-captain there, and this double wide seat makes that possible here. Ergonomically though, this boat is just perfect. You got the nice flip up bolster, a great place to rest your arm here, hand stitched tilt wheel, and then perfect placement on the screen. This is where you're gonna navigate from, your stereo, your gauges, all of it's integrated into this nice, clean dash. Now, one practical thing I wanna point out that you may not notice, or you may not appreciate, but that's the joystick placement. Now, some manufacturers will put this up on the dash or in a place that's inconvenient, but let me show you the practicality of where this one is, and that is simply you're gonna back this boat into most applications, most slips, because that's the most social way to dock a boat and usually the easiest to get in and out. But if the joystick is way up here, it's an awkward position to get a great line of sight and be comfortable docking the boat. Regal made sure that this joystick was where it should be so they can capitalize on the ease, comfort that joystick brings to boating. The joystick's also perfectly placed too, so if you're going through a fairway or pulling into a slip, you've got joystick control here as well. So they did a fantastic job laying out the dash, especially the placement of the joystick. Now, the co-captain's area, again, double wide seat. This is a social seat, so you have forward or rear facing capabilities. Flip up bolster seat here, again, so if you're helping dock the boat or if you've got passengers in the front, you can see over top the windshield header and get a clear view of the horizon. Now, let's take a look at the head, because most manufacturers don't design this space properly, and it's not necessarily the execution of the head itself, it's the door. And they don't create enough space to easily get in and out of this head area here. Regal does a perfect job of giving you easy passage in and out of the head. It's deep. They did a great job again with the fit and the finish. Their handmade cabinetry, the vessel style sink bowl, just beautiful, beautiful execution on the head area. Now let's move up to the bow here, and many manufacturers, it almost feels like that's the leftover space and they just kind of put a couple of cushions up here and call it good, but Regal really did pay close attention to this space, knowing that if done right, people will spend a lot of time up here. And so I love what they did. They give you a blend of storage, lounge style seating, upright style seating, and then again, all the detail with the flip down hand rests here, stainless steel cup holders, there's LED lighting here. Just a beautiful space. It's very comfortable and deep. Now, finally, the quarter berth. Maybe one of the most important selling features on this boat for those who want to blend a day boat, but also have overnight capabilities. And so you've got a beautiful space here that's air conditioned, finished off nicely. You've got a hull side window there, so it doesn't feel like you're in a cave. Did a great job both in execution of this space and then accessibility getting in and out.